Alright guys, how are you doing? Hopefully you're doing well, having a great, wonderful day. I'm feeling very optimistic lately, and it's funny because in spite of all this hoo-ha that's going on in our society, I feel great. Part of my enthusiasm lately comes from getting things done that I've put off for a long time. And one of the things I've put off is that I own this canoe, and it's been at my in-laws house for a long time because they have like a small lake, kind of a slough or a swamp. We used to go out there paddling sometimes, and I thought I may as well just leave it there. But we don't go out there paddling anymore, and if I own a canoe, it was actually given to me as a Father's Day present. It just makes sense that I have it here, that I keep it at my house. So we're gonna whip out first thing this morning and go get this canoe. The one thing I'm not sure about is if it will safely secure to the top of our van. I tried hauling this canoe once in my truck, and if you've ever tried hauling a canoe in a regular pickup truck, a long canoe, you know it's very, very difficult. I almost lost it. Like, going down the highway, I saw the front of it moving, and I pulled over. Luckily, there was a really dead highway. There weren't a lot of vehicles around, but the front nose of the thing was just barely touching the ground by the time I stopped. So, whew, we're gonna go grab this canoe right now. And then once we get it here, one of the challenges is gonna be finding a good spot to store it. I think what I'm gonna do is actually, I stored it up here once before, and I don't remember exactly how. I think I used those little storage loops, these little metal things, and just kind of looped around there with some rope so I could suck it up right tight to the ceiling. So that's probably what I'll do again, but what I need right now is these. I've been holding on to these little foam blocks that go around the edge of the canoe. Sits down, oh yuck, it's dusty. Sits on your vehicle so you don't scratch it. Every time I come in here and see these, I'm reminded of the fact that I don't have my canoe with me. So I'm pretty excited to change that. And then I can also get a coffee in town. I don't know what it is about coffee in town. Something about buying a coffee just feels like a luxury. And I've already had 3 cups this morning.
And name, and must be registered guest of the hotel.
Okay, I'm just kind of curious. That little bit of fuzz. What kind of Muppet died?
Oh, this is a camera.
Oh.
A microphone from a camera.
Is your puppy allowed a Timbits?
Oh, sure.
They give Timbits to puppies?
Yeah, they totally do.
Henry, do you want a Timbit? You lucky dog. Henry. He's like, I don't know how to eat this thing.
Oh.
Lucky dog. He doesn't like it.
He's licking it.
Where's the sugar?
What did they send the canoe back for?
Just so you could have it. Yep. So originally I was planning on putting this out in the sea can here, like kind of sucking it up to the ceiling. But then I thought, you know what, I've got some of these lights up in here, it's gonna interfere with that. And my son had a brilliant idea. He said, hey Dad, why don't we just put it under the porch? You know, we got this big old porch here. Why don't we utilize the space under here? This is where he keeps the bicycle stuff, bike frames, wheels. Really, it's just a catch-all for all my junk. But it's a great spot to keep the canoe. I just realized this is where the cat does her duty. Ugh, it's gross. I do feel bad because I have left this thing outside, and UV light is really brutal on these things. There's a couple spots, not sure where they are now, but the fiberglass is actually starting to come apart. Not really come apart, but it's kind of flaking a little bit. So I think I'm gonna have to research how you would go ahead and refinish one of these. Also, one of the support braces, I don't know what the canoe word is for that, but that had busted off at some point. It's one of the ones that has the cutout for your neck for when you portage, so I'm gonna have to get that reattached. It was a piece of aluminum bracket that broke. TIG welder. What I would like to do with this, and this would probably be a good wintertime project, I'm not sure if I'll get it done this winter, but I think it'd be a lot of fun to do a restoration on this canoe. This is a good canoe, it's made in Canada. I got it for Father's Day like 5 years ago, 6 years ago, 7. I don't know, it was quite a while ago. I've had this canoe for a while. My boys and I have taken it out on like overnight trips, actually on my in-laws lake. We just kind of park in their yard, load our canoe, our camping stuff up into the canoe, and then paddle across the lake, sleep for the night, and then come back. It was fun. Now, the one thing that makes it difficult to get into canoeing with our family right now is that there's 6 of us. So we would need many more canoes, and obviously if we're going out just in our minivan, we need our trailer, which we have. We have a little trailer we haul our bicycles with, but I think canoeing, maybe kayaking would make it a little easier. Something I really like doing, but it's a difficult family thing for us just because of the fact that we need multiple boats. I'm gonna keep this sucker. It'd be fun to do a restoration on this thing, get it all cleaned up. When I'd gotten this, I actually got it from my brother-in-law's father-in-law, and he canoed with it for a long time. I think he's the original owner. This is an older canoe, probably 20, 30 years old. And when I got it, it was just in very good condition. I think he like waxed it regularly, stored it inside his garage. So I'm really kind of, I feel bad that I've neglected it. It's been sitting outside probably for 4 years. That's not good. I tell you what, it is a gorgeous day today. Much cooler weather now. I think the high is like 21 degrees Celsius, which is something in Fahrenheit. This is more my weather. And to tell you the truth, I'm actually a little bit looking forward to winter time. We've already got our passes for the hill, so we can, like, our ski season passes. Can't wait for that. And I'm just not meant for hot weather. I'm gonna jump back to work, get some more knife stuff done, and just enjoy working in a cool garage. I'm reminded of something my dad always says. He would always tell me that you don't own anything, it owns you. And that's true. And I was on a minimalism kick for a while, but the thing with minimalism is that if you don't own anything, you can't really do anything. But I think for me, the key is to find a balance in your stuff. I'm always looking at the things that I own, like, do I need that? Is that something I'm going to use? This canoe kind of represents something that I'm kind of like, I don't know. I don't use it very much. Now, with this whole COVID stuff, you know, we're home all the time more than we were before, and I'm surrounded by my stuff. And it's really been a good opportunity to see what things I actually use and what things that I could probably do without, or what things I'm just sick and tired of moving around all the time. You know, even last year I tried snowboarding, and I've had this snowboard since I was a teenager, and it didn't go so well. There she goes. Oh, that hurt my butt. I came away from that experience knowing that I think my snowboarding days are done. It hurt so bad, man. I was just in pain for days afterwards. Why not ski? Now, one of the hardest areas to apply this thinking to for me is in my shop with my tools. You know, there's tools that you don't necessarily use all the time, but when you need them, that's the only tool that can do that job. At the same time, my goodness, I've got so much stuff. I have a garage. You know, we've got under the deck, we've got a shipping container, we've got a basement, and I'm running out of room for my stuff. But I think the key thing is remember the fact that you really don't own anything. It owns you, and just think about it constantly. What value does this possession bring to my life? Does it allow me to do what I want to do, or is it just something that I kind of like the idea of owning? Those are questions I think about. Anyways, I hope you have a wonderful day. Thanks so much for hanging out, and we will see you on the next one. Cheers.